pieces, there's a lot of notes, but there's almost always a really clear melody. Like this last one, it's subtle. And this one, you'll hear the melody is sort of like. So it's usually, well, it can be the bass. In these cases, it's the high note. Yes, okay. So the grand gestures helps to know. So the next ones are also arpeggios, but these are more the really dramatic kind of romantic piano is kind of famous for. There was a time in American pop music in the 60s and 70s that there was easy listening music, and you would hear stuff like that. So it came from Chopin. He was the first person to really use the full range of the piano in a completely novel way that was really surprising to his contemporaries. So this next piece is actually the very first of this set, and it's sometimes called the Waterfall. common that they both use a lot of an interval called a sixth, which is probably the most common harmony that you hear. Like if two singers sing together, I think probably they do a sixth more often than not, or you tell me, as much as anything else. The first one I'm going to play is one that I think Chopin himself considered one of his, maybe his most beautiful pieces. And this may be the most recognizable. So these are not all super fast all the time. Some of these are really lyrical and quite beautiful. So this one definitely is. And many of you will recognize it. But it does have a few really challenging parts, and it's going to be obvious what those are. lot of you. That may be the most famous one. There's one other one that will be the very last one. That's the other, I think, really, really famous one. So the 6, by the way, are this interval. Or those are all 6. And then this next piece is really unusual. Like many of these, this one wasn't as much that I just played, but many of these are completely unique in their concept. Like this one goes 36, so it's working on this motion for like about, I don't know, 80 measures without stopping. So one of the issues playing this kind of music is to learn how to relax yourself whenever possible. Even if it's just for a microsecond, that actually can make a difference between just being totally exhausted or being able to make it through. A lot of these pieces too, the hand doing the elaborate stuff is not the melody hand. So here the melody, the left hand is the melody hand. And the right hand is doing what one of my teachers used to call a lot of decoration. You know, this is one of the great things about this event for me is it brings together so many different people from my life. And so some of the people I want to acknowledge are people that through the years had the tolerance to let me practice ad infinitum or ad nauseum. So that I've shared household with. So that includes my really good friend Peter Baltris, my special friend Kendra Moon, and my friends Gabriel and Linda, wherever you guys are. So thank you very much for your your patience and your tolerance. Though I've had some people say I should just charge people for listening to me too. So I don't know. So we're going to do one more pair, and then we will have just a brief break, and then we'll have a little bit of, when I come back, I'll do just a bit of improvising for fun on a couple of Chopin themes, then just a couple more pieces. So the next one is also based on intervals, and so these two pieces are like a chromatic scale. Like at there's a part like that in, for Elise, which was one of the first times that was really ever used. And so, but it's really just a big chromatic scale. That's one of the ones you're going to hear. And this other one, you hear all these notes, but that's underneath it. So one of them starts up with a chromatic scale, and then it ends down, and the other one goes down and it ends up. So this first one I'm going to play is called the Winter Wind Etude, and it is a beast. It's wonderfully dramatic and powerful and very epic and sweeping. And again, the melody is mainly in the left hand, while the right hand is doing all kind of interesting stuff. So I'll play this one first, and then Etude number 2, which is called the Tristeza, which is the one that we like.